talking through your phone. It's the same BS thing that they did with Splatoon, where you have to
just get on Discord then on our phone. That's way easier.
You know, the problem here either way for me is you need that splitter thing, the splitter cable, and you also need to like be in handheld mode because.
Why do you need a splitter cable?
Because so imagine we're talking to each other, but we're not getting any game audio.
Oh yeah,
you're only getting voice audio. So then, unless they're updating the app to run your game audio along with the chat audio.
Yeah,
because
it's fucked if that's the case. Yeah,
but if you're playing a shooter or something, you need to hear where the gunshots are coming from, and you can only
didn't think this through. You're exactly right because what the fuck?
Yeah. So
and I'm going to be having like gaming headphones plugged into my fucking phone like a jackass.
Well, so the way that they have it, at least for Splatoon, they sold a little dongle where you plug that into your headphone jack on your Switch, and then you plug in your headset into one thing, and you plug the other cord into your phone or something. It's some like shitty.
Well, and think about this:
rig.
The fucking new iPhones only have the Lightning port. They don't have a fucking headphone jack.
Oh God, yeah, this isn't going to work out too well. I think they're going to eventually
just
have
to
just do the voice chat from the damn Switch itself. We know you can do it. Stop fucking around.
Yeah, quit being a fucking asshole. And okay, you can even still make it restrictive. But just have the fucking app run on the goddamn Switch instead of my fucking phone. I gotta have two handheld fucking things going at the same fucking time and start to my goddamn fucking friends.
This is, I see a calm down, shut the fuck up in our future.
No, I'm still pissed about that. I'm always gonna be pissed about this. I think. Do you remember the first time you told me this?
Yes, you went wild. I'm not gonna play it back because I don't remember what episode it was. So, pull your pants down.
I was pretty pissed.
I'm pissed too. Well, you need to calm down, shut the fuck up.
Whatever.
Okay, we can't spend too much time on that. Coming along with the online is going to be free, I mean, in quotations, free Nintendo games, original NES games. They announced 10 today, I believe. Those were Ghosts and Goblins, which is one of my all-time favorite retro games, Excite Bike, Tecmo Bowl, Yoshi, Double Dragon, Gradius, Ice Hockey, River City Ransom, Pro Wrestling, and Baseball. All of them will have online play. And also, we did previously here Balloon Fight, Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, Ice Climber, Legend of Zelda, Mario Brothers, Soccer, Mario 3, and Tennis. So there's going to be plenty to come with this straight out the gate. One thing that I thought was really cool about this is they're going to release a pair of Joy-Cons that are literally each their own NES controller. So the only downside to this is that you can't put them together and use them, like you would your normal Joy-Cons. But they're shaped and modeled after the old NES style, and you can charge them by docking them on your Switch. Just like you can.
They look cool.
Yeah. So I'm psyched for that. I'm psyched for the NES games. I don't think those Joy-Cons come out until December, though. So, and as far as I know, you can only buy them if you have a membership.
What?
So
Wait, what the fuck is that all about? That's fucking stupid.
Well, that's what I heard, but I don't see why you want to complain about that anyway, because we're both going to
have it, but it's like, why would you limit? You make a product, and then you say, you have to pay me for this product before you can buy this product. Fuck you. Let me just fucking buy that separate. Well, what does it matter?
Whatever. I'm gonna buy them either way, so.
Yeah, me too.
I'll say it again. You need to calm down, shut the fuck up. So
I know there's some things I just get very frustrated with when it comes to Nintendo because they're so far behind the goddamn curve.
All right, so there's a lot here. What do you want to start with here? Now that we got the online out of the way, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with where the fucking Direct started with. Got me super excited. I was not expecting it. All of a sudden, I see motherfucking Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, people have been asking for this for a long time.
Me, always. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time. So here's the thing. Well, first of all, because I love Ghostbusters and I love Luigi. I think he doesn't get enough credit. Neither does fucking Waluigi. Put his ass in Smash. So, I see this trailer, and it's clearly Luigi's Mansion. And I'm like, well, they already announced Luigi's Mansion 1 coming out for 3DS. That's okay, fine. But then I was like...
that definitely made me think that they had something up their sleeve. So.
Right, but then... they kind of showed Luigi's Mansion in regards to the fucking Smash Bros. So I'm like, man, they're just like eventually going to tease them. I didn't think it was going to come this quickly. But you see it, and it's fucking like HD graphics, Luigi's Mansion. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? And then it's just like, boom, coming out for fucking Switch 2019. So fucking stoked.
At first, I literally couldn't discern this video from the Smash reveal for
the Castlevania dude, yeah.
Yeah. So at first I was like, are they like following up on this? Like, what's going on with this? Like, are they going to assure us more that Luigi's not dead? And then, yeah, lo and behold, it's Luigi's Mansion 3. I have a feeling this is going to be more along the lines of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which was the second one.
What do you mean by that?
Well, so the first one was a much smaller game. It was a launch title for the GameCube, so it's no surprise it's a little shorter. And Dark Moon was just a better game overall. I mean, graphics-wise,
I played both.
level design, gameplay, everything.
Yeah, there was a lot more to do. There was like, I don't know, 50-something different levels? That might be. Well, I just pulled that out of my ass. I don't know how many levels there actually were.
I know the main story itself was about 14 hours, and if you wanted to be a completionist about it and get everything, it was upwards of 25 hours or so.
Okay, I mean, that's like a little bit shorter than Odyssey then, if you think about it like that. For that, so if they're going to make a similar, I think, timed game from the second one for Luigi's Mansion 3, then yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. I want to catch some motherfucking ghosts. Hopefully the story is actually really interesting and you're not just trying to fucking save Mario's bitch ass.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention, this Direct actually really opened my eyes to how much Nintendo integrates their characters into a lot of third-party games.
What do you mean?
I was watching this trailer. They show Rocket League, and you're like racing a Mario car with Mario as like your character in the car. I know Scribblenauts. You can have Nintendo characters. Minecraft. They just showed all these clips of Mario characters in third-party games, and it was just like, yeah, if you own a Switch, you literally are a Nintendo world. Like almost anything that's relevant. Like I'm surprised there's not a couple of Nintendo skins in Fortnite.
Don't fucking laugh. You just laughed like you thought you were so clever saying that.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't count them out. I would say we're probably going to see that eventually.
And if we do, what am I supposed to give you a hug now? You're always coming up with these fucking bullshit that I gotta fucking give you.
Well, from last week, you told me I was full of shit when I jokingly said Assassin's Creed was coming to Switch, and then lo and behold, next day they released.
I'm an asshole. I get it.
Well, Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Odyssey will be the second streaming game to hit Switch, but right now only in Japan. So,
okay, all right.
Also, Japan had a couple of things on their Direct that we didn't get. Notable ones for me were, aside from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, is they're getting the Famicom Joy-Cons, so they're going to be in the style of the Japanese console, and then Nidhogg 2 and Downwell were two other ones that caught my eye. There's a couple others, but they're not really anything that Americans would care too much about.
Well,
so on from there.
I mean, here's my thing about that. You know what? I guess it's fine. It's really weird having these streamed games from the cloud that you don't actually own, and you have to like pay a certain amount of money, and you only get it for like 3 months. It's weird to me.
Yeah, it's like a rental thing, but they're games that otherwise might not run on the Switch.
I get it. So I guess it's a way to get around it. I don't see me doing that with mini games, though.
I don't either. But, I mean...
If it's not meant for Switch, then I'm not going to really probably play it on Switch.
I mean, this definitely wouldn't happen, but say there's a game on the PS4 or like Horizon or Spider-Man that you really wanted to play, and they're not going to put it on Switch, aside from the fact that they're, exclusives, but like those big games that we know we're not going to get, and then they put it on the streaming service, that gives us an opportunity to play those games, even if it's a short amount of time.
I guess I just want to know how long. I just don't like having a timetable. Like, you have this game until this point. You better fucking beat it. I think it's like
3 months, but that's plenty of time. Like, if you're actually going to beat the game, like you're going to beat it in that 3 months.
You're right.
So, but it does suck that you wouldn't own it. Anyway, just because there's so much to talk about, let's move on to the fact that they're putting almost every Final Fantasy game from 7 on, like the 3D ones, except 8.
Why not 8? I noticed that. What the fuck?
I don't know. I was going to look that up and try to figure it out. I don't know if there's something with who developed it, or maybe they had a different company do it. I don't know what the problem is with that, and we haven't heard anything about it yet. No one has like gotten to the bottom of that. So
has anybody kind of complained about it or been like, "Hey, what the fuck?" At least like ask the question.
People are talking about it, but like nobody knows why yet. So
tell me why. I must cry. Why must I cry? Why? Why must I cry? Why must I cry? Why? Why must I cry? Must I cry? Why must I cry?
So, of course, Final Fantasy XI, for those who don't know, which might be a lot of people, Final Fantasy XI won't be in this because that was an MMO. So after Final Fantasy X came out, then 10-2 came out.
Is
11
10-2 on this?
10-2 will be on there as well.
But is 12 and 13?
12 will be there.
Okay.
I don't know about 13 and 14.
Well, 14's MMO as well.
Oh, okay. So I think it's safe to say that MMOs won't be there. Crystal Chronicles will be there. If I think it was GameCube, right?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that was GameCube.
And I think you're right because I used to work at Hollywood Video at that time, and yes, that was around when it came out.
And then something that's kind of cool, but I'm not a full understanding of what this is. There's like a mini, definitely like downgrade in graphics, but they kind of worked it in a way that they're like cute chibi characters for Final Fantasy 15.
So yeah, Pocket Edition. They have it on your phone as well.
Oh, okay. So what is that? I mean, I know that it's like a
fair
fair amount.
I haven't
of
played it,
content.
but it's supposed to be like the entire game, but just those are the graphics because.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that we probably thought we'd never get, but
it's kind of cool. I mean, the game itself, for Final Fantasy 15, I mean, if you really want to experience it as a whole, it's like a beautiful game, but you have to obviously not have the pocket graphics.
Right.
I don't know. It's still. I mean, I'm not having no problem with that. I think it's a lot cheaper than the actual 15 game.
And then before we get on to their final announcement of the Direct, something we talked about, I think 2 or 3 times already on this podcast, a little non-traditional for a video gaming podcast, but tabletop games. This actually excites me, I think, a little bit more than it did for you. I don't know why, but bringing tabletops to the Switch in the way that they're talking about is really exciting to me because I don't necessarily want to buy a bunch of physical stuff that I have to, clear my table off. I need to get a group of people around. Right. I mean, that is fun, but I live in a city where that's really hard to do.
Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so, I mean, I've done that before here in Austin. Like, me and Brand do it all the time. It's great. But, yeah, it can be a pain in the ass to set up a lot of stuff. Pandemic isn't too long to set up, and that's one of these games that's on here. But either way, it's a great idea for people like you in the city where it's like you don't have that much space.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be fucking awesome for you to be able to do
that. And I can play with you guys.
Yeah. So can we play online, or do we have to be there physically?
I assume. I don't see how they would only make this physical, networking play, because that would mean that you'd have to have like whatever same amount of people with Switches in hand, like in person. Why not have online functionality? So they announced 4. I think one was Casser Cone. Pandemic was another one.
They mentioned one that I fucking know is like super popular. I've never played it, I don't think. Yeah. Fuck. I should know it because Brandon would hear and be like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Would he do that?
I don't know if he was trying to be a ghost or like he was a ghost getting off. It's fucking weird.
Catan Universe.
Catan, that was the one. It was Settlers of Catan, right?
Yeah. Munchkin is another one. Did we play that?
Yeah, we played Munchkin. That's a fun game.
That was a fun one. And then there's a Lord of the Rings, the Living card game is another one. So they basically framed it as these are the 5 that we're going to lead with, and then like they were basically like sky's the limit after that. So I wouldn't even be surprised to see other card games like Cards Against Humanity or something.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I mean, some of that shit's really inappropriate.
I mean, the gloves are off at this point. Nintendo's not really worried about, parents can police their own children.
You're right.
I know that the chat stuff is all, whatever, but whatever. When it comes to game content, there are plenty of games with swearing and blood. Like Doom is on it. Come on.
Oh yeah, you're right. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah. I'm an idiot. Wolfenstein's about to be on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, Wolfenstein too.
That's stupid.
Oh, speaking of Wolfenstein, we'll get to that later. But whatever. Animal Crossing. So they led this with Isabelle, and it looked like they were gonna announce Animal Crossing, and then all of a sudden, Isabelle gets a letter because she like works in the post office or something, and